Good evening, Wizards Nation. We just lost to the 76ers, 131 to 110. Pretty much a second half collapse, mostly fourth quarter. They scored damn near 40 points in the fourth quarter. They outscored us by 9 points. But nonetheless, our first game without CJ McCollum. There's a lot of Trae Young trade rumors now going on. I got new updates for you guys, but in this game primarily, Trae Johnson looks like a bona fide 25 a night future scorer for us, dude. 20 points in 28 minutes, 2 of 6 from the 3, 8 of 13 from the field, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Hey, man, not just that, Balak Coulibaly balled out. Bub Carrington also, especially towards the end of the game, started hitting a number of threes, actually. He went 5 of 10 for the 3. But you know what I mean? We lost by 21 points, but, there were some positives in this game to take away. Let me just go straight to the scores table. But yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit regarding the game first, and then I'm going to go straight to the Trae Young trade updates because, you know what? Things are moving fast, dude. Things are moving fast. Like, I was at work getting ready to leave work, and all of a sudden we see players not playing anymore. Corey Kispert out. He was actually not in the injury report earlier. Corey Kispert out. McCollum got pulled out. Trae Young got pulled out. Onyeka Okongwu, a random illness. I don't know if he's going to be in the trade. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Things started dropping like flies. And then also there's new updates regarding what the Hawks want from us. Apparently they want Corey Kispert. I'm reading another report right now saying that the Hawks actually want A.J. Johnson also to be a part of the potential Trae Young deal. If they want A.J. Johnson that bad, I swear to you, I will pay the Uber Black. If that's what it takes to get not just Trae Young, but the asset attached to him, I will pay. No offense to A.J. Johnson, but there's a lot of A.J. Johnson choosers out there, but I don't know. I don't know, dude. Things might actually be happening tonight. I predicted in a stream yesterday, I think it was, or 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday. I was like, dude, this trade's going to happen this week. I ended the stream. I went to bed, and I was just like, oh, you dumb dick. It's not going to happen this week. If I'm the Hawks, I would wait closer to the end of the month to see what other type of deals I can get or I can fetch or what other interest I can garner. But then we started seeing all the Trae Young trade suitors just bowing out. The Timberwolves, not interested. The Nets, not interested. It seems like the market is speaking right now to the Atlanta Hawks. It seems like the NBA is saying, hey, man, you know what I mean? It's kind of like how we expected Jordan Poole to at least garner some second-round picks or anything like that. The market spoke, and we ended up having to, trade Sadiq Bey, attach it to Jordan Poole, second-round pick, in order to get McCollum's expiring. The market is speaking. The NBA, I mean, we already know about Trae Young's flaws, especially defensively. But, going back to my earlier prediction, it definitely seems like a trade's going to happen this week. And we are front runners. So I'm just saying. So I will, in the middle of the stream, I will be on my freaking phone like I am right now, updating this to see what's happening. Anyways, let's get to this game, y'all. Young Mel says, belt to ass. Yeah, it was. I don't know about that. And we were there, especially in the first half. We were in the game, dude. We were down by 6 points at halftime, 62 to 56. You know what I mean? But then in the second half, that's when it started pulling away. But anyways, if you enjoyed the stream, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Let me go over the game real quick, and then I'm going to show y'all what the Trae Young updates. Because more's coming in, y'all. More is coming in as we speak. Hold on, let me turn this thing on real quick. 1 second. I don't even know how to. Okay. So tonight was our first night without CJ McCollum, and I was actually pretty excited to see how the Young Bucks would fare without him. Especially Bub Carrington and Trae Johnson. You know what I mean? Bub Carrington ending up, like, on the stat sheet ended up having a really solid night. Granted, he did hit a number of threes towards the end of the game to inflate his stats. The two dudes who I took away from this game who really impressed me were Trae Johnson, obviously. Trae Johnson versus VJ Edgecombe. You know what I mean? It looked like, obviously, they weren't going head-to-head the entire game, but, VJ started picking up towards the end, but holy hell, Trae Johnson, man. Trae Johnson, every single night I watch him play, like, he hit a number of deep threes, especially one in the first half. I believe it was late in the first quarter. Dude, we got ourselves one. Pure, natural, 3-level scorer. I'm 85. Young Mo says I'm 85% sure that this trade is happening. Do you think it's gonna happen tonight? I think it's gonna happen tonight, dude. We might wake up to this news. I believe the Hawks are playing right now as we speak. Yep, the Hawks are playing. So the Hawks have 9 minutes left in their game. So you would think that after that game ends, the chefs will get back in the kitchen. Ricky Daniel says it's done. I swear to God, if I get trolled again, I'm going to be pissed. We got him. We got him. Oh, shit. All right. Well, what's the compensation? Oh, shit. We got him. But what's the compensation? All right. CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. We got him. We got him. We got him. Holy shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What's the compensation? I'm refreshing. It says for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert, but we have to get something at least on top of that. That's it? The Hawks are poised to turn a page on a new emergency. No draft picks involved? The trade right now, it's saying it's Trae Young for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. But it's not. Moving Young also provides Atlanta with added financial flexibility to pursue a large salary over the next several months, with Dallas star Anthony Davis as prime season target. Dude, did y'all see any? Did we really not get any draft picks attached to it? What the fuck? I keep on refreshing to see if there's anything attached to it. Doesn't seem like it. Not even a future second? Yeah, Carlos, maybe more details are coming. I don't know, though. Usually Shams just, he already doubled down on his tweet. Hold on. I need to change the name of the stream, though. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, this game is going to be put on hold. What the hell? I am. Yeah, Rich, I'm with you, dude. Young Mel, I think we're all kind of a little shocked right now. Let me know if y'all said. Let me know if y'all see any compensation. Dude, I think that's it. It's Corey Kispert, McCollum for Trae Young. That's it. Bro. I'm a little bit less excited. I'm happy, but not as happy as I planned to be. I'm just being dead honest. How are y'all feeling? Base Maryland, we better had got a draft pick. I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like we did get anything. What the Yo. What are y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking? I need to change the freaking fuck. This is changing everything. Aaron Morton says, let's effing go. Hornets just lost. The Mets, Pelicans both are losing. Thank you, Alan, for that update. Dude, I am a bit right now. I don't know how to feel. Honestly, I came in thinking that we were going to get at least some draft compensation. It looks like we didn't get anything. Compared to all the reports, they were saying that, we have leverage. Nobody wants Trae besides us. Young Mel, I'm with you, man. Give me a first round swap or something. A second round pick, fuck it. The Trae Will Dawkins love that. Aaron, I'm with you. We got a PG. It's exciting, but I'm a little bit. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. I'm a little bit not upset. I'm a little bit shocked. That's the main word. I'm shocked that we did not get anything. Yep, it just got reported. There are no draft picks involved in the trade. All right, let me pull this up. Let me pull this up real quick. I'm trying to process how I'm feeling right now, but I honestly, I was thinking, dude, we're gonna get at least, okay, maybe not even a first, but at least like a pick swap. No? Where the hell is this? I don't know, man. Oh, hold on. Where the fuck is this? My computer's not even working right now. Fucking hell, dude. Hold on. Let me see what chat's saying. D'Angelo Poole saying, man, what do you mean we getting off with the win? Be then thankful. No, I'm not. I'm not trying to say I'm pissed off that we got Trae. I'm excited. Obviously, it's gonna injult excitement in the city. I love that. You know what I mean. Also, he's gonna help Alex Sal become that perennial all-star big. Granted, we don't know if Trae Young's gonna be here in the future for the long term. I am excited, but I'm not gonna sit here and be. Yeah, well, there were also a lot of reports saying, Aaron, that we value Corey Kispert a lot. And in my opinion, I mean, I feel like the front office valued more Corey Kispert than what I did. I am happy, though, that we didn't give up any assets. We didn't give up any draft picks. There was reports saying that we will give up the OKC Thunder first-round pick that we have this year. So we didn't give up anything. So at least we got off Corey Kispert's contract. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I am a little shocked that we didn't get any draft compensation in return. But hold on. Yeah, more reports are coming out. More reports are coming out saying that there were no draft picks involved in either direction. So at least that's good. All right then, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm in. I'm in. You know what? Who am I to doubt Will Dawkins? Okay. Let's see that. Explain that Beal poster. Bradley Beal was born 1 month. He was born in 93, like me. I grew up watching Bradley Beal. That's my boy. I do understand that Bradley Beal dark ages. It pissed me off. Anyways, enough about Bradley Beal. We're talking about Trae Young. What do y'all feel about this? How are y'all feeling right now? Let's see here. Let me read what chat's saying. I want to see a couple of games at least with Trae Young, but two backward trades. Trae Young for a bag of chips is wild. Bad trade. Will got fleeced. I don't think Will got fleeced. Think about it this way also. Trae Young's going to be in a contract year next year. We will have, like, Trae Young has all the incentive to ball out next year. He has all the incentive to ball out. He's going to be 28 years old next year. He's going to want to get paid. You know what I mean? At least there was also reports saying that, that Trae Young, obviously we saw about how he wanted to come here earlier today. I put it on a community post. But there's reports saying that Trae Young might want an extension already, in place for the team that trades for him. So the fact that we didn't do, so I don't know. Pete Skeet says, your reaction blows, bro. Honestly, I'm just trying to digest this. I'm excited. I am excited, but I'm more, I'm not going to lie. I'm shocked that we didn't get any assets on top of that. I thought that was the main reason why we're doing a trade. But we got off Corey Kispert's long-term contract. Even then, they valued Corey Kispert. So it seems like, hold on, let me read what chat's saying. What Twitter's saying, like any new reports. What's coming to my head right now? Obviously, distressed asset, great buy low candidate. It says right here, this is the Wizards we're talking about. Be excited for good Lord. We ain't been shit in years. Dude, I am excited. I am. Dude, I freaking yelled in the beginning when I found out. But it is what it is. Who am I to freaking question Will Dawkins when he's been cooking since he got here? Let's see right here. Corey Kispert, injury management listed out when... we read that earlier today. As long as he gets the phantom injury so we can keep the tank going to the rest of the year, we have absolutely fleeced the Hawks. Can't wait for... Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not... See, there's a lot of people who are worried about his overall... him costing us games this year or winning games. Dude, he's going to play a stretch of games and he's going to be sat out. He's going to be... Yeah. Dude, now on top of this then, hold up. No draft picks and ball wages entry, but the trade is simply understandable for both sides. I'm cool with Trae Young, but wish... Yeah, see, I'm seeing some people right now saying, I'm cool with Trae Young, but wish they got a pick with him. Do y'all think Trae Young's going to be here in the long term? We'll see. Listen. The Trae Young, Alex Sarr combo is going to be deadly in the 2026-2027 season, y'all. It is going to be Trae Young is going to elevate the games of not just freaking Alex Sarr, but Bilal Coulibaly. I was reading reports all day long about how Justin Champagnie could possibly be included in the trade today. I'm just also happy that we didn't give up any of these young assets, these young bucks that we got on our roster. I want to put up freaking Twitter, but I can't freaking find I don't know why it's not working. All right, here's one. Hold on. I feel like I should get off stream and get back on stream, but I'm already on. Let's see here. Trae Young pick and roll has been elite before. Didn't Sarr tell the Hawks not to draft him? I feel like that whole narrative right now about Sarr telling the Hawks not to, it was more not about Trae Young. I think it was more about the roster construction. I think Sarr had more of an opportunity to become a star here in DC than he did over there in Atlanta. So I don't really buy into that narrative. But you know what? We did it. We gave up no draft assets, no young bucks. We got a guy, a distressed asset who, you know, the market spoke. The market spoke. We also now don't have Corey Kisper's long-term contract. Well, a 1 year, I believe it's a $49 million deal. Hey, man, next year is going to be freaking lit, dude. Next year is going to be freaking lit. And I told you, I mean, I don't want to be that I told you, motherfucker, but like, we were thinking this year is going to be our last year being in the tank, in the top end of the lottery. After this year, the win now mode, the window opens. I'm not saying we're going to be, you know, like a fourth seed in the East or a 5 seed or 6 seed, but I mean, like, I'm thinking 35 plus dubs at least. 35 plus dubs. Braden, did we get or give any draft capital, y'all? There was no draft picks involved for either teams. So it was a straight up McCollum and Kispert for Trae Young. This means that the tank is over after this season. Agreed. Yeah, Mats. I completely agreed. Agreed. It's over, dude. This will be our last chance, and I'm not worried whatsoever regarding our lottery pick being lost with Trae Young now here. Rich says, it is now official. Trae Young is a wizard. Trae Young is a wizard. Don't get too excited. Haha, I'm a bit confused too. Listen, people were dogging me in the chat right now regarding like my reaction, but obviously I'm excited that Trae Young's here. I know some people don't like the fit here. I see that, but at the same time, I view him more as an asset that is not only going to bring excitement to the city, but also it could possibly be a rental. Like, we have all the leverage here with Trae Young. Like, you know, granted, who's to say he actually, you know, gels with the Young Bucks? Who's to say he actually gels with the Young Bucks? And it's all good. Could they give him a short-term long contract extension? You know what I mean? Who's to say that, you know, I'm not completely counting out that Trae's only going to be here for 1 year. I'm not. Mario says, guys, imagine Trae lobs to Alex Sarr. Yeah, man. Holy hell. Base Maryland, we still need Peterson or DeBonsa. We still are going to draft BPA, and we better, and I feel like we're going to. Doesn't really matter with Trae Young being on board. If Peterson's here and available, you got to take him. Dude, I'm excited, man. I'm freaking excited, y'all. Holy hell. Holy hell. Holy hell. We got freaking Trae Young, a 4-time NBA All-Star. Man's only 27 years old. And we had the leverage on his direct. We're not like stuck to him. If he balls out, we bless him with a contract. If he doesn't, we let him go. Or we can ship him out for more assets. Flip him around. Trae Young, Trae Johnson. Whoo! See, this trade probably happened just right after the Hawks game just ended. No, the Hawks game's still on. Hawks game is still on. They have 3 minutes left. Hey, man. We here. We got our own Splash Brothers now. Even with Trae Young, Trae Johnson, Bub Carrington, Keyshawn George. Splash City. Holy hell. Let me see right here now. I'm just checking in to see what else they're saying right now. The fact that Will Dawkins turned Bradley Beal to Chris Paul to Jordan Poole to McCollum to Trae Young. You know what I mean? It reminds me of like, y'all remember like those Pokemon evolutions, like Charmander to like Charizard, where the fuck? That's what it reminds me of. How he flipped and he continuously got the better player in each deal. D'Angelo says, nah, don't try to be fake happy now. Hey, man, honestly, I was in shock. I was excited. I already had it in my mind. I was like, it's clearing about where the favorites to get him, especially after the report earlier. But I was in shock that we didn't get anything. Because all reports were indicating that we were. By anything, I mean draft capital. Not obviously, we got freaking Trae Young. Let's see right here what people are saying. Bradley Beal in the worst contract ever to Trae Young. Yeah. Not only that, Trae Young on a freaking expiring pretty much. Sabonis for Middleton. No, we're done with veterans, I believe. We're done with. This is our win now veteran for next year. This is our win now veteran. And we still got cap space to even, get another veteran in the offseason. Probably maybe a backup big, a defensive anchor. You know what I mean? Trae is 27 years old in his prime, yeah. And nobody keeps throwing this out. He has all the incentive to ball out. He's in his contract year next year. So he's going to come in here with 2% body fat. He's going to come in here having to buy into the system. Like, he has all the incentive to ball, like TJ McCollum did this year. McCollum said he's in a much better shape this year than he was last year in New Orleans. Why do you think? Contract year for McCollum. Terrence T. Rose says Trae and Trae. Dante Pay says we got fleeced. I don't know. We didn't get fleeced. We didn't. Even the fact that even though we didn't get any draft picks in return, we didn't get fleeced. We got the best player in the trade. We can't get fleeced with that, dude. We can't get fleeced with that. We got the best player in the trade, and we only gave up an expiring in McCollum, and we actually gave up Corey Kispert, which the front office actually liked. I myself a little bit more down on Corey Kispert. I like Corey, but you know what I mean. Like we got too many wings that I want to see play in the future, but you know what I mean. Hey, man. We didn't get fleeced. No way we get fleeced. Holy shit. I had a feeling, too. I was like, this could possibly happen in the freaking stream. I haven't even talked about the game yet. I haven't even talked about the game yet. And I feel like there's nothing to talk about. I do want to say this. I have been, I guess you can say, a little down on Corey Kispert. Not even down. I knew what it was. The writing was on the wall when we signed him to that team-friendly contract extension. But I want to say thank you very much to Corey Kispert. You know what I mean? The 15th overall pick when we drafted him. He was supposed to be that, bench guy during the Bradley Beal dark ages. He was, a great stand-up veteran here. We keep talking about veterans for our young bucks. Corey Kispert's only 26 years old. And I definitely put him in that category of guys who are just great locker room guys. Great, guys who, for the culture. And so I want to say thank you very much to Corey Kispert. He ain't watching this shit stream, but you know what I mean? Shout out to Corey, man. And wish him nothing but the best of luck moving forward in Atlanta. Shout out to Corey. He got paid. We got him paid. The bag secured with him. Go ball out in Atlanta. And we going to ball out here in D.C. Hey, man. Do y'all think we got another trade in the bag? I think last year we had multiple trades at the trade deadline. I wouldn't be surprised if we got more small trades moving forward. It says right here. Mark Stein says the trade we told you about. No. We already knew that. Let's see here. Young Mill says I like Corey. Hold on. Thankful for him, though. Great dude, good player. Yeah, Red Wings with Corey. Yeah. Shit, dude. I'm just trying to like. Holy fuck. Freaking Trae Young. When do y'all think is going to be the introductory press conference? I like to think maybe tomorrow. You think it could be tomorrow? The introductory press conference? There has to be a press for this. What the fuck? He's going to be the best, like the biggest name star. I'd say he's probably a bigger name star than, obviously, than Bradley Beal. No offense to Bradley Beal. He's going to be the biggest name star we have on a Wizards uniform since John Wall. John Wall in his prime. Since John Wall in when he was at his height of fame, 2016. I'm not saying he's better than, I'm not talking about player ability. I'm talking about the name in general. Trae Young is going to put butts in seats. Jack Fleming says Atlanta fans thought they were going to get picks. Dawkins is making all his picks. Yeah. He probably in DC already, says Rich Reloaded. Oh. Now, we saw Corey Kispert and CJ McCollum at the game tonight. But butts and seats, says Brady. Yup. I know after this stream ends, I'm going to get dogged by comments saying, hey, man, what happened? You didn't seem excited. This is how I am when I get news. I digest it, but I'm not going to lie. I was over here thinking about the draft picks, but you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to move forward from that. Trae Young, Darren Peterson, Keyshawn George, Bilal Coulibaly, Alex Sarr. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised, dude. I'm not going to sit here and jinx us. I would not be surprised if we make a Detroit Pistons type turnaround next year. How they had the worst team in the league. They turn around, make the playoffs the very next year. I would not, as a matter of fact, as each day passes by, I lean towards that scenario for us, especially now with Trae Young. This is going to accelerate the rebuild. Doesn't matter if he's not here long term. For the first half of the season next year, I can see it. I can definitely see it. And if Adam Silver blesses us one more time in the lottery, the NBA doesn't want to see us. I'm telling you right now. How many times, every single time I open up Twitter, we're always the butt of the joke. Always. That's going to end. That narrative is going to be cooked. We are OKC East. And damn it, these mofos better respect us. I saw videos today about if Trae Young goes to the Wizards, that's where stars go to die. Motherfucker, we've seen players want to come here now. Freaking Alex Sarr wanted to be drafted here. Ace Bailey wanted to come here. Trae Young wanted to come here. We are now a destination. Culture changed, or in the process of being fully changed, because we got to, start winning consistently. But, things are changing now, y'all. That whole narrative of the Wizards ain't shit, that's where players go to die. No. It's over with Will Dawkins and freaking Winger here. Let's see right now. Bro, Twitter is filled with Lakers, Gaza, Luka Glazers. Is nobody worth the opinion of a megaphone? Not only them, but I'm talking about also I understand, but I'm talking about also national media, ESPN, big podcasts that I like actually, so I can't see. What number is Trae Young going to wear here? Greg Fenberg just tweeted, we retired, obviously, number 11 for Elvin Hayes, the late, great Elvin Hayes. Trae Young has worn 11 since college. Shit, dude. We got freaking Trae Young. Talking about Gil's Arena. Club 520 also said that too. I love Club 520 though. Jeff Teague is awesome. But Pneumatic Brian says, wonder what the plan is for Young here. Transitional at PG. I'm not. The plan is, the plan is going to make itself. We got a number of different avenues that we can go with Trae Young. And that's what makes it exciting. Wolf Dawkins, Timothy, Trae will be number 3. It's only right. With Bradley Beal right behind me. Yeah, he's probably going to be 3. I wouldn't be mad at that, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be mad at it. Even though I like Bradley Beal, I didn't like the team around Bradley Beal, but Bradley Beal, you know what I mean? I grew up with Bradley Beal. We're the same age. Is Trae Young injured right now? He is right quad contusion, but then again, we don't know because he came back. He's only played 10 games this year. Hold on, let's go to the Trae Young stats. He's only played 10 games this year. So it was a right quad contusion with Trae Young. And let's see here. Hold on. 10 games this year he's played. 19 points, 41% from the field, 31% from the 3. But his recent game log, though, because he recently played. Well, not recently, actually, a week ago. Against the Knicks, 9 points. But then after that, 30 points against the Heat on December 26th. Yeah, a good 3-game stretch. Holy hell. Look at this. 35 points recently against the Bulls. In an L. Damn, they gave it 152 points. Jesus Christ. The Hawks did. But you know what I mean? Back to back with the Bulls. But yeah, so the last game he's played was December 27th. Let's see here. Brad for Trae is crazy. I'm wondering if it's a legit injury or where they're holding on him out during the trade rumors. I think he's close. I mean, from last I've read, he might be close to coming back from it. And even if he does, what's the over-under on how many games Trae Young plays for the rest of the season with us? What's the over-under on that? What do y'all think? We're 10-25. That means we are... That's 35 games played. 82 minus 35. That is, 48. 48 games left. Is that 48 games? What's the over-under on Trae Young playing here for this season? 82 minus 35. 47, my bad. Elias says 30. No, I think it's under that, dude. Way under that. I'm with Andrew. I'm thinking under 20. I'm thinking under 20. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 15. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 15, to be honest with you. Will he play? We play the Pelicans on Friday. Jordan Poole's back in town. This mofo. I don't know. I don't think he'll play on Friday, though. Woo! JB says 15. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm thinking 15, too. I'm thinking the sweet spot's 15 to 20. And it'll be not in... I don't think... They're definitely not going to play on back-to-backs, I believe. And I think it'll be in stretches only. He'll play 4 games here, 4 games there. Hold on. I feel like a weight's been taken off my shoulders now. Trying to see if anything else comes here. Oh, shit. Did y'all not see Darren Peterson ball out last night? Sit Trae down for the rest of the year. LOL, we need that. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays less than 15. Honestly, maybe he might be 10 to 15. That's it. And even then, if in those games, he might be on a minutes restriction. he might be on a minutes restriction. You know? So, it says right here, Wizards have been playing 500 ball over the last 11 games. We got a whoop on the Pelicans just because of the pool. How ass. LOL, nobody wants to play for the Pels. That's what freaking Jordan Poole gets, man. Anyways, going back to Trae Young, man. I'm just like, what the what's the lineup going to be? The lineup's got to be Trae Young, Trae Johnson in the backcourt, obviously. Well, I also saw people thinking that Bilal Coulibaly should start and be the backcourt mate to try to hide Trae Young's deficiencies on the defensive end. I don't know about that. I don't want to put Trae Johnson off the bench again. This man deserves a starting role. It's got to be Trae Young, Trae Johnson, Keyshawn George, Bilal Coulibaly, Alex Sarr. And then with our pick coming in, it's got to be, you know what I mean? It depends. It depends who we get. Then I'm assuming Bilal Coulibaly will go to the bench. If it's, you know, a big, like Caleb Wilson or, you know, Cam Boozer. You know, or, yeah. Shit, dude. Hey, the Jack Film says, I'm going to miss Corey. Shout out to Corey, man. He got us Trae Young. Yeah, Trae Johnson is a starter. I did see the idea floated, though, of him coming off the bench, and I was just like, I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. Even though the defensive backcourt of Trae Johnson is not going to be good, still, I'm not with that at all. But holy hell, our offensive firepowers, and yes, Young Mel, we got options. You know? Shit, dude, we got freaking Trae Young, though. And we gave up no assets to get him. I just keep looking at the calendar, seeing the upcoming games. We play the Clippers on Monday and then the Nuggets on Thursday. This moved quickly, man. This was on Monday when it first started. And I was just like, dude, it's going to happen this week. I got lucky. See right here. More, nothing that. Live Lifeless says, from Beal to CP3 to Poole to CJ to Trae Young. Yeah, I said that earlier. Yeah, man. Trae All-Star 3-point shooting contest invites. Shoot, man, we were about to freaking... It's going to be Splash City. They're not our only, elite shooters on our squad, man. Bub Carrington, Keyshawn George, Sarr as well, 36%, or like 35, I believe now. You know what I mean? We are going to be going crazy. Let me see here. Damn, it's been 43 minutes since I've been in stream. Nomadic Brian, so no picks of any kind unless they're not being reported. Yeah, no picks on either side. Went from no shooting to 2 DC. Oh, bro, you gonna use that in the DMV? DC snipers? That's crazy. Hey, I was alive when that shit was happening, man. That shit was crazy. Oh shit. I'm gonna make a video on this tomorrow. Definitely. I didn't even change the freaking thumbnail. I didn't even change the thumbnail. This went... Bruh, I'm over here dissecting Bilal Coulibaly's game tonight, and then boom. I didn't even believe the first guy who said that the news got broken because I got trolled on the last stream. Watching the Wiz team with Trae orchestrating the offense is going to be so fun to watch. Shit. We also have, when was the last time Trae Young played, or when has Trae Young ever played with a big like Alex Sarr? An elite rim protector. Lob threat. I mean, they were supposed to be like that this year with Kristaps Porzingis, but they've barely played together. You know what I mean? That was supposed to be his, quote unquote, first bigs like that. And you know what I mean? Shit, dude. God, Trae Young. What the fuck? Live Life says that I'm watching on Monumental. They're acting like the trade didn't even happen. What do you mean? They're like numb to it? Hey, man, I'm going to call myself out. In the beginning, I acted like the trade didn't happen either. But I was just more focused on the draft picks. But we got the best player in the trade, and we gave up nothing pretty much. I mean, maybe they actually have, you know what I mean? I don't know. They valued Corey Kispert. Reports came out with that earlier today. But on my end, I'm just like, you get a chance to get rid of Corey Kispert's long-term contract on top of, to me, it's a win. Not only that, you just get the best player in the trade who's 7 years younger than CJ McCollum. He had John Collins, but he ain't Sarr. But John Collins is not like, yeah. That's true. But he ain't Sarr, though. He's not 7'1" with a 7'4" wingspan. Trae should help Bilal's game too. Yeah, man. The two guys who are gonna be like the two main beneficiaries from this trade, in my opinion, is Alex Sarr and Bilal Coulibaly. You know what I mean? People are a bit worried about Keyshawn George because he was developing to be that point forward moving forward. This is gonna take the ball out of his hands. You know, I do want to see Key play a little bit off ball, get used to that a little bit. I mean, he had plenty of time developing this year, but I'm not worried about that department as well, to be honest with you. Because, I mean, there is a chance the trade's only here for the trade deadline. But there's also a chance that, he buys into the system. I can see a world where they actually, you know what I mean, Trae impresses here. Trae Young does. He impresses here, and the Young Bucks love him like they love Jordan Poole. There's an affinity there, and they can give him like a max 2-year contract extension, something like that, but heavily loaded, because the object of the game is you don't want to have these contracts overlap the Sarr and Keyshawn George contract extensions. They're both in their second year in the league, so they still have I believe 2 more years left on their contract. So then they got, I could see a scenario like that, but obviously we will have to see how Trae Young, meshes well with the Young Bucks. But the fact that Trae Young earlier today said, hey, Washington is my preferred destination. Now, I will admit, some people might be thinking, well, did he have any other options besides us? I'm more inclined to think, and I might be biased here, but he's seen our stretch winning games. He's like, I'm now seeing the national media speaking about us more in a positive limelight than they were earlier. Obviously it couldn't be earlier this season, but you know what I mean? Alex Sarr recently had an interview, I believe it was NBA TV. The national media is starting to catch on to us. Trae Young was probably, maybe his agent told him, hey man, if you go over there, you got a budding all-star with Alex Sarr. You're going to have a backcourt mate with Trey Johnson who's going to give you 20 a night at least next year. You got some defensive wings there. You got some nice young pieces. They have a incoming top pick and they have a lot of cap space. Dude, this is it. This is it. So, you know what I mean? Dude, this is the most excited, not just this trade, but like this time period of the Wizards fandom is the most excited I've been since 2014. Baby John Wall, baby Bradley Beal against the Chicago Bulls in the first round. It's been over 10 years. Truth be told, they really trying to kiss away the lottery. No, dude. I don't. They're not, dude. Respectfully disagree, dude. They're gonna do whatever it takes. They're gonna sit down Trae. Early on in the stream, we were thinking about how many games Trae Young's possibly gonna play this year with us. People tossed out 15. I'm in that boat too. Maybe 15 to 20. But you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it's 10 to 15 games that he plays with us. You know, there are 47 games left in the season. And also, I mean, McCollum was having a really good season this year. He started off the season really bad. He was the tank commander, especially for the first 10 games. But after that, we have to give McCollum his props. McCollum was on a tear. I believe he's shooting splits of 44 and 40% from the three. You know, so the fact that we don't have him here as well, like, you know, that's going to help with the tank. I wouldn't be surprised now if teams are calling for Marvin Bagley. As a matter of fact, it's been reported that teams are calling for Marvin Bagley. Now, do we move him? I don't know. I've said in the stream multiple times, I would like to keep him. I like to, you know, extend him to a team-friendly contract. I put him in that category of the veterans here. But, you know, hopefully Corey balls out in Atlanta. McCollum wasn't passing the ball enough during those early stretches. Yep. The Wiz train is peaking. I hope you're right. Yeah, man. We got this, dude. We got this. Don't worry about us losing our pick. I'm not worried about that, dude, at all. I'm not worried about that at all. But, you know, holy hell. Shit. The introductory press conference better be tomorrow. I want to see it be done tomorrow. We don't play tomorrow. So ideally, it should be tomorrow. Yeah. We play the Pelicans on Friday, so I'd like to think it's tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm going to drop a video tomorrow, and yes, I'm going to call myself out. Constructive criticism. I'm going to call myself out for my initial reaction to the trade. You know, I'm going to call myself out on that. I'm not freaking bandwagoning this either. I was excited, but that's just how I am when I receive news, to be honest with you. I like to digest things. And I was mostly looking for the draft pick, but don't worry, I'm going to call myself out on that. Don't worry about it. Young Mel says, I want my guy Ice Trae to get a standing ovation when he's officially here. Shit, dude. I keep saying this. Trae Young is going to be the biggest name in a Wizards uniform since John Wall in his prime. And I'm not talking about John, like who's the better player. No. I'm talking about the name, the attraction. He is going to be the biggest name. No offense to Bradley Beal, but he's a bigger name than Bradley Beal. You know what I mean? He's a bigger name than Bradley Beal. He's going to put butts in seats. Now, did Ted Leonsis play a factor in this trade? I'd like to think no. He probably sent Will Dawkins a, hey, man, you know, a little what's up, big head type text to Will Dawkins. But I don't, you know, he has, for the most part, let the basketball guys make the basketball decisions. He steered away from that department. But, you know, says right here, majority of us love this trade. No, I'm in that camp, dude. I'm in that camp. I like this. We got the better player in the deal. Gave up no assets pretty much to get him. You can still get more assets in the future with him. Let's see if Twitter says anything now. Nothing here, no. Says, expect Atlanta to stay active after the Trae Young deal. For a second, I was thinking that Onyeka and Kongwu might come here because they randomly sat him out in the game tonight, randomly. So I was like, Onyeka Kongwu? Oh, shit. And I was over here thinking about that, too. She yan on my Vesely till I Trae. This man, boy. Young Mill is excited, dude, man. Things are changing here, y'all. We are an attraction. Players want to come here. It's a consistent trend. The third off season in a row, or the third year in a row. Not off season, third year in a row. Alex Starr, Ace Bailey, Trae Young, Marvin Bagley came back here. You know what I mean? Crocs Wild No Sucks. I'm just tuning in. Did the Wiz get a pick or details? No picks involved in trade from either side. No picks involved, Crocs. Shit, dude. This stream was supposed to be just 30 minutes. I'm at 56-minute mark right now. I'm just waiting. Is he on the jet as we speak? Is Trae on the jet is he boarding the jet as we speak? Is he on the Leontius Express right now? I'd like to think he will be tonight, at least. He's going to be in the DMV tomorrow. I'm banking on the introductory press conference being tomorrow, considering there's no game tomorrow. Let's see here. Yo. Croc says, wow, I like it. Never thought I saw the season when Washington flips the script. Crick says he's going to the Metro right now. Is he taking a red line to Gallery Place? Y'all better give him a seat, though. Don't make him stand on the train, dude. He's injured. He has a right quad contusion. Let him sit down. Oh, shit. Somebody just hit a game winner. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, dude. What the hell? My first words in the stream was, I feel like this trade's going to happen tonight. Like, we're going to wake up to this trade. Motherfucker Will Dawkins said, shut your ass up. This trade's going to happen in the next 15 minutes. Brooklyn just lost? Was it Brooklyn who just lost? Damn. Oh, yeah, they did. They did to the freaking Magic, too. Fuck. That would have been nice if they won. We finally got a PG who could apply rim pressure. No offense to Bub Carrington and the other point guards we've had. You're gonna see this offense evolve right in front of our eyes. You're gonna see players flourish. You're gonna see Alex Sarr next year, 20 and 10 men, 20 and 10 minimum, dude. I can see 23 and 10 with Trae Young. I can see 23 and 10 with Alex Sarr next year. Definitely all-star. Alex Sarr has been this year 17 and 8 with no point guard. Yes, with Bob as well. 17 and 8 pretty much, yeah. With no point guard. 50%. 35% from the three. Charlotte lost too? Are you freaking kidding me? Damn. This is the NBA gods telling us to calm down. Should I hop off? I feel like right now I am just I am just waiting to see if there's anything else that comes out. I don't think this is our only trade for the trade deadline, y'all. I think Will Dawkins got more. Got more in his bag. I don't think this is the only trade that we're going to do. That's my prediction. I don't think... I say maybe there might be 2 more trades. Small trades. Obviously, this is going to be our biggest trade. I was rooting for the Pelicans the other night. They were doing it. The other damn LeBron starts dropping threes. Poof. Yeah. Malachi needs to get flipped, says Andrew. I don't know. We'll see what we can get from him. I don't know what we can get from him, though. I feel like Malachi is going to be included like in a to make contracts match. I don't think we can get any, Malachi himself's not going to command that much. I'm predicting that teams are going to call for Marvin Bagley. Like, there's going to be at least, there's already been reported numerous teams calling for Marvin Bagley, but that's going to be a decision that, Will Dawkins is going to have to make regarding if the right price is met for Marvin Bagley, because I don't think 1 second round is going to do enough to get rid of him. You're going to have to give me multiple at least. Like a Jonas Valanciunas type trade. Get multiple second round picks. That will get me listening. But even then, I'll find a way. What if we trade Bags and then he comes back again in the offseason? And he comes back again. That'd be awesome. We trade Bags, get assets, and then he comes back again. And then this time we sign him for a long-term contract, a 3-year. Okay, a nice report just dropped, though. I'm going to read it out loud to you guys. Well, let me pull it up, actually. Regarding Trae Young, a nice report just dropped regarding the possible extension. Hold on. Let me read it to you guys. Okay, it's by Ramona Shelburne. We all know her. It says here, Young has been hurt a lot this year, and obviously the Hawks are going in another direction, but he's still a 27-year-old four-time All-Star squarely in his prime. Wizards' financial situation allows him to not worry about whether he picks up the 49-player option or not. Trae Young will be dumb not to pick it up. She says here, although I'm told both sides are open to an extension, it's not top of mind. In other words, Young can evaluate the situation, market too. Wizards have a good young core of Sarr, Coulibaly, Johnson, George, so everyone can see the fit next to them over the next season or two. Yeah. That's pretty much what I envisioned. I feel like we all envisioned that, not just me. It all depends how he fits, how he gels with the Young Bucks. But man, if Jordan Poole can do that, how he was loved in the freaking, by the Young Bucks here. Him and freaking Bilal Coulibaly went on a freaking trip together. These two went to France together. They were BFFs. I don't feel like nobody's going to come here and try to take Trae's shine away, if that makes sense. I think he's going to get all the love here. I am not ruling out a possible extension with Trae Young if he does fit here really well. Now, I think not the ideal, but like the most likely scenario is he's here on a rental. But if he gels well with the Young Bucks, I would not be surprised. I can see a 2-year deal, 3-year max. Now, will Trae want that? I don't know. I feel like if it's a 2-year deal We're going to have to front load. Not even front. It's going to have to be a mega contract. Granted, we have the cap space for that. But as long as his contract doesn't overlap with Alex Sarr and Keyshawn George, I'm fine with it. I'm not mad at it at all. Stewart says, do they have a schmo on the go-go to replace Bagley for the season? It'd probably be the Vooch. He's on a two-way right now, but they probably have to, give him a standard contract. But it'll probably be the Vooch. And the Vooch will be the tank commander. CJ McCollum. Okay. Now stuff is coming out. Stuff is coming out. Hold on. More stuff is coming out. CJ McCollum just dropped a quote. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up for you guys. Oh, shit. Here's a Trae Young video. This is today. One last walk through the halls for Trae Young. Yep, this is today. Yes, out here. Oh, shit. This game comes to an end. Yeah. Hit it right to the Leontas jet. Yeah, I think he's going to be here tonight, dude. I think he's going to be here tonight. That means the press conference has to be tomorrow. Hold on. A McCollum quote was just dropped. Hold on. I can't freaking find it on my computer, though. I'm just going to have to read it to you guys. All right, I'm going to read this and I'm going to call it quits, y'all. I gotta go. But holy hell. McCollum says, loved my time in D.C. Organization was great to my family and I. Michael Winger and Will Dawkins did everything they said they would and kept their word from the very beginning. Love the city and they're doing great things the right way over there. Excited to go to the A and get to work. Very familiar with their style of play. Love the ownership group and front office. Good group of players. Hey, man, shout out to CJ McCollum. Shout out to CJ McCollum, man. Great veteran. Came here, did what he was supposed to do. Got his money. He's going to get paid in the offseason. Not big, but, But he did what he's supposed to do. He balled out, especially after the first 2 weeks of the season. And we traded him for a freaking 4-time All-Star who's only 27 years old. What the fuck? If you were to tell me that we were going to get Trae Young for CJ McCollum, I'd be like, what the fuck? I would have never envisioned that. But Will Dawkins cooked, and he got the best player in the deal on an expiring. We finally have a point guard. Never mind the defensive woes. That will get situated and resolved later. We have the elite rim protector. We have the defensive wings. Point of attack defenders to do it. Hopefully, I'm not saying we're going to completely disguise it, but, hey, man. Times are changing here in the DMV. We got ourselves a freaking all-star point guard. Holy hell. Trae Young, Trey Johnson, Keyshawn George, Alex Sarr, Will Riley, Coulibaly. We got a future. We've been had a future. Hey, man. Super excited, man. Will Dawkins did his thing. Never mind that there was no freaking draft pick involved. That's on me. Okay? I will own that. The more I think about it, the more I'm just like, you didn't get a draft pick, but you still got the best player in the deal. Hold on, I'm checking something real quick. Huh. Nothing else on that. But yeah, man. Trae Young to DC. It finally happened. I will see y'all tomorrow. I think I'm going to drop a video tomorrow, probably early afternoon, and we're going to go from there. But yeah, I didn't even talk about the game. I really didn't talk about the game. I had all my notes and everything like that. Nothing about the game. But yeah, if you enjoyed the stream, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow.